Hello, I won't share my name. You won't see my face while I tell this story. You'll only hear my voice, because this confession, it's too personal. Maybe too dangerous, but I can't keep it inside anymore. I'm going to tell you about the night that changed my life. So, dim the lights, and listen closely. It all started a year ago, on an autumn evening. I was in Istanbul for a business trip. I work in marketing for a big company, so I'm often traveling. But that night was different. The company had organized a gala dinner at a luxurious hotel overlooking the Bosphorus. Everyone was dressed elegantly, the mood was lively. I was wearing a black dress, slightly low-cut. I looked in the mirror and told myself, this is just business. But deep inside, a feeling whispered that something else was coming. During the dinner, I saw him. He was sitting alone at the far end of the table. Tall, in a navy suit, both simple and striking. His hair was slightly messy, but his eyes, they seemed to see right through me. He smiled while speaking to the waiter, and our eyes locked. My heart raced, but I held myself back. Stay calm, I told myself. He's just a stranger. After dinner, we moved to the cocktail hour. People were chatting, and he slowly approached me. Hello, he said, his voice deep and calm. Bored of this crowd yet? I smiled, unsure of what to say. He continued, you know, this hotel has a secret. The rooftop terrace turns into another world at midnight. My curiosity sparked. What kind? I asked. He just smiled and said, come, I'll show you. When we stepped into the elevator, my heart was pounding. What was I doing? I was married, I had responsibilities. But in that moment, it was like I wasn't myself. I glanced at my reflection in the elevator mirror. I saw a stranger in my eyes. When we reached the terrace, the Bosphorus lights stretched out beneath us. The air was cool, but standing near him, I didn't feel cold. He offered me a glass of wine, and we started talking. His name was Khan. He didn't say much about his work, only that he was a traveler. His voice, his words, his movements, everything about him captivated me. Hours passed, but they felt like minutes. He told me about his childhood, summers spent in a village in Anatolia. His mother was a storyteller, he said. Some stories, he told me, aren't told to you, they find you. At one point, his hand brushed my arm. A jolt ran through me, like electricity. I looked away, embarrassed, but he smiled. Don't be afraid, he said. Sometimes, a single moment changes everything. As the night deepened, our conversation grew more intimate. He asked about my dreams. I poured out things I hadn't told anyone in years. How I wanted to be a painter as a child, but life trapped me in an office. He listened, really listened. His eyes locked on mine, as if he could see my soul. At one point, he took my hand. His fingers were warm, but I was trembling. Why are you shaking? He asked. I couldn't answer. I just said, we shouldn't do this. But a voice inside me screamed, keep going. Past midnight, the terrace was empty. Just the two of us. He stepped closer, so close I could feel his breath. Do you have a secret? He asked. Everyone does. My heart felt like it would stop. Yes, I said, but if I tell, everything changes. He smiled. Maybe it's supposed to change. In that moment, time froze. When his lips touched mine, the world vanished. That kiss, it was like something I'd been waiting for my whole life. But at the same time, a storm of guilt erupted inside me. When I woke up the next morning, he was gone. I was alone in the hotel room. On the table was a note. Some nights are just a dream. But dreams are real. No phone number, no address. It was like I'd met a ghost. Since that night, I think about it every day. I haven't told my husband. I can't, but carrying this secret is eating me alive. Now, here I am, sharing this confession with you. Maybe one day I'll see Khan again. Maybe that night was just a dream. But one thing I know, that night, I found myself, and lost myself. Why am I telling you this? Because sometimes, sharing a secret lightens the load. Now it's your turn. What's your secret? Share it in the comments. Maybe one day, your story will become a film.